We had some very epic news drop yesterday. And I'm not talking about Spider-Man. That's very epic, don't get me wrong. I am so happy to have been seeing the rumors about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield heading into the Spider-Verse kind of movie setting. It's so intriguing to me. I grew up with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, and I have such a deep place in my heart for all of those, especially as a comic book kind of superhero nerd that I am. So, obviously that's epic. But the other piece of epic news that we had yesterday is all but confirmed, but it's pretty much heading in that direction. Folks, the NHL's coming back, and I think, to the surprise of nobody, things are going to be kicking off in 2021. Take a look at this. Here's a tweet from Greg Wyshynski over yesterday at about, 9 a.m. PST. Here's what he heard from an NHL team executive that morning, for what it's worth. The NHL season is starting January 13th. It was confirmed last night. We're going to be playing 56 games. Here's a reply from NHL Watcher. In that case, the Canadian division will play about 9 games against each other. And, oh, man, that's, that certainly is going to be fun. Very, very fun right there. But what we do have are a few other tweets that I wanted to read over here from guys like Frank Saravalli, Pierre LeBrun, etc., Darren Dreger. The whole crew actually had a TSN Hockey Insider panel yesterday on TV, which was very informational, but a lot of this stuff is available on the Twitters, which we're gonna go over and check out. This right here is what Darren Dreger tweeted before the Greg Wyshynski tweet. Nothing is finalized. However, focus in discussions relating to NHL training camps have been on 10-day camps with no exhibition games. In the summer, return-to-play non-playoff teams are hoping for a 7-day head start to 2020-2021 training camps, which is unlikely at this point. So from that tweet, we can gather that we will not have any preseason games. The first game we see is the first game on record. Whether or not someone gets a hat trick or there's a shutout, we will have those as our 2020-2021 official stat lines. No preseason games, no exhibition, no nothing. It looks like we're just going to jump straight right into it. Here's Pierre LeBrun a few minutes later. We should note that generally speaking, realignment, which is what the NHL is going to need to do if they want to comply with the shutdown borders and all that stuff, realignment requires 2/3 of the approval from the Board of Governors. So that's what's going to be required from the owners to approve this season's package deal once it's finalized by the NHL and the NHLPA. I want hockey as bad as anyone else, but let me reiterate, the virus situation could still derail things. That's the part nobody at the NHL and NHLPA are taking for granted. If not derail, then perhaps further delay. So yes, a January 13th puck drop is the plan, but... So from this tweet, it instills the idea of what exactly still needs to be done with the owners, the Board of Governors, the guys at the very top of the hierarchy, in terms of what they need to decide, what they need to go over, and what they need to approve on before realignment, which is a very big part of this puzzle, gets confirmed. Here's Frank Saravalli earlier today, but after all the other tweets that we read, lots discussed on the NHLPA's executive board call today, much of which is still in discussion or negotiation with the NHL. There have been talks of expanded rosters from 23 to 26 players with 4 additional taxi squad guys for a total of 30. A taxi squad player could earn AHL salary but receive NHL benefits and per diem. As reported on Insider Trading on SportsCenter, Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver plan to leave their AHL teams in America for the 2021 season, making additional cross-border call-ups quite difficult. Manitoba, Toronto, Laval, and Belleville plan to play in AHL's All-Canadian division, and there is a tentative February 5th AHL start. That's going to be funny, though. Montreal, Winnipeg, Toronto, and Ottawa all having their farm teams just only playing against each other for the AHL's 2021 season. That's going to get boring real quick, if I do say so myself. Depending on how many games they're going to play, this could be like a legit, 10, 11 game series with all of these Canadian teams. There's only 4 of them, so... yeah, certainly not the best of situations, but hey, what else can you do? That's the world we're living in right now. Until everything gets settled down, we're not really going to be able to change that. As for Vancouver, Calgary, and Edmonton, We all kind of saw this coming. Like, I don't really think there was anybody in Vancouver who thought that moving the Utica Comets to Abbotsford was really a realistic idea here, mostly because of how impractical it would be, how long they would need to make this decision for, and just the huge overall process it would take from moving one full farm team system's worth of players, personnel, etc. over across the border into Abbotsford. The fact is, you would need to only do this for the amount of time the virus still exists before that vaccine. And assuming the vaccine, which is apparently going to be starting to maybe even hit Canada later this week, is still in production, I don't really know how much of a reward there is to bringing over a farm team across the border for about, I don't know, a few months. But as for the NHL start, some teams are individually telling their players today to expect to begin virus testing on December 26th after Christmas. The start of training camps are still to be determined, but they're sounding more and more like camps will open on January 3rd. All details are subject to discussion and approval. All of that is to say, nothing has really been decided yet, but these are some of the things they've been talking about. As you were. Next up, we're going over to sportsnet.ca. This is an article from Elliot Friedman yesterday on Monday night, or excuse me, it's 2 days ago. I'm uploading this video on Wednesday, but I'm recording it Tuesday, so I said yesterday, but this article was actually published on the 7th. Targets include a January 13th start date to the season, with non-playoff teams reporting December 28th and others on January 1st. So that's a little bit of a variance here compared to what we saw from the earlier TSN guys' tweets, but non-playoff teams may report as early as December 28. Those are the 7 teams that didn't make the return to play: Detroit, Ottawa, Buffalo, San Jose, Anaheim, LA, and New Jersey. There is also a believed short-term hub plan being worked on just in case, but the hub plan is not the preference. The biggest headache might be for training camps in places like Montreal, San Jose, Arizona, and Winnipeg, which have strict current restrictions due to the virus. Friedman also notes how the desire is there to get something done by the end of the week. But, of course, I'm recording this video the night of the 8th. It's going to be uploaded the morning of the 9th, so if something is new, something is brand new, something is confirmed, we'll talk about it in the comments, or I'm pretty sure there are going to be some kind people out there who want to update us in the comment section below. If there's anything new that I haven't discussed yet in this video that has come out since this video's recording, then feel free to talk about it in the comments if anything has been confirmed or whatever, because obviously, you know, we all want the same thing here. We all want the league to come back sooner rather than later. We want these players to be able to come back in the safest environment possible, and we all want to see them play. So, talk to me in the comments what you think about the NHL, pretty much, by proxy, I guess, being back. I'm gonna say that word. The NHL's back. The NHL is back. The NHL's back. Ooh, man. It's not confirmed yet. Nothing has been confirmed at the time of this recording, but all the insiders, all the speculation, all the media, everybody is pointing towards that same date of January 13th. So talk to me in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're finally going to get started this period of the second wave, man. Philippe Meyer signed earlier today, and I think everybody else is just going to start hopping on the train here. But talk to me in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. That Trolls 99, and bye.